So they finally caught up with us on PvP and they decided that it was a silly idea to have keep loot on death in the Kurak Dungeon, and they are now removing it. If you play PvP and happen to have a body vault in the Kurak Dungeon, can't guarantee that they'll be safe after the Age of War Chapter 3 update. If you don't know what a body vault is, it's usually a person who can't be bothered playing on a server anymore but has worked hard for a bunch of their loot and or scored a bunch of loot, whatever, has a bunch of shit they don't want to decay, and they'll go hide their body somewhere. We used to hide in all various different random spots around the map, which I still know a bunch of good ones, but you did run into the chance of someone finding your body within the 7 days it takes for your body to disappear from the world. I also do advise don't log out in your base spot location because it will disappear and then your body will disappear and you'll log back into potentially someone else's base or their floor depending. And to be fair, it can happen in some of the rat hole locations too. There's a lot of good little nooks though where you can't build that you can hide your body. I'll do a video on that at some point. But then they brought out the Kurak Dungeon and the ability to kill yourself in there and spawn with your loot back at your bedroll or in the desert if your bedroll has decayed. I have dropped everything on death, clicked in my settings. So essentially the strat was rock up to Mechamosis's spire over here with your pockets full of whatever you want to keep. Open up the teleportation device, craft yourself a stone. Oh wait, I can't do it because I'm encumbered. Okay, I've got to dodgily drop everything real quick. Excuse my tappities. Until you get just under encumbered, whatever. Then you go here, summon your circle, and then you can in fact just loot your bag again while you're summoning because they didn't fix that for the Kurak Dungeon. Don't know why. It is advisable to wear as much encumbrance armor on your journey as you can. It's going to then open up this portal and you go inside. Wait until the portal closes so you know no one's lurked in behind you. Also, having double jumps quite handy for this. You can jump into a little nook somewhere that you wouldn't usually be able to climb to, and simply remove your bracelet and then log out before you spawn anywhere. And then when you next log in, you would be in the desert because your bedroll's decayed and you would have a pocket full of inventory. In this case, I'm in my little rat hole base with my pockets full of inventory. If I was to kill myself again right now and spawn again at my bedroll, you will see that I am naked and my stuff is on my body. But now on chapter 3 of Age of War, when you summon your circle, go into the Kurak Dungeon with drop everything on still, kill yourself, spawn in the desert or the dungeon, and find your loot bag, providing that it's something that exists. As I can't guarantee that it is something that will then be inside the dungeon after Age of War Chapter 3. If you've already died any other age in this dungeon and your body is just in limbo somewhere, who's to know what's to happen with the loot bag? It may be there, it may not be there. That's a very wild gamble. We can't even guarantee that you will get the option to spawn in the dungeon upon your return, and you may not have another 30 blood crystal to summon the portal or be able to get back here quick enough. There's a lot of dice you're rolling if you're trying to pull out your body vault after Age of War Chapter 3 releases. Who knows, everything could be safe. If you do plan on coming back, probably do it sooner than later. It does release on the 14th of December. It's quite soon now. Everything could end up being fine and dandy and you can spawn in the dungeon and your loot bag's right there. But who knows, maybe someone's even running the dungeon as you spawn in. It's a lot of risks. If you don't care about your stuff, chuck the gamble. I'm going to gamble it with my stuff on my official servers. I don't usually body vault anyway. Every now and then I'll chuck one somewhere or in the Kurak Dungeon. But it will be quite a fun future for new players having the ability to actually find a body vault every now and then. It's quite exciting when it does happen. I've only found one in my time and it was a pretty piss weak one, but it's still very exciting. It's like having a giant base decay in front of you and you're like, oh, cool, free raid, love things. Will be interesting to see what happens after the update with the body vaults. I'll probably go and try and pull one out to see what does happen fairly soon after the update, just to show all you guys. Let me know in the comments if you usually body vault or if you just let your stuff decay. It's not strictly a PvP thing. You can also do it on PvE if you don't feel like playing for a little while. Go stash your body somewhere. Stick around after this and check out my rating of the new Siege of El Mariah naked in under 10 minutes. It's quite a hoot, super easy. And until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, morning, night, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Have a good one.